to my guests, PKD Nambiar and Ravi Srivastava, joining us as well. Mr. Nambiar, haven't we reached the visuals which you are showing our viewers on a screen, and I hope you can see them as well. It's frankly bizarre asking Qutub Minar to be renamed to be Vishnu's thumb. I mean, frankly, isn't this an embarrassment?
See, well, I am not a great fan of changing some of the historical places in the country, which we have been seeing it maybe for thousands of years. But I am absolutely game for changing some of this the names on the roads, which you are seeing, the Akbar Road or a Humayun Road or the Babar Road and an Aurangzeb Road, which has got a history of more of like monopolizing a legacy which is created anti-Hindu. They have the name for an anti-Hindu movement across this nation. They will never be remembered for anything good.
How Mr. Nambiar, one simple question.
For a masjid or Babar as a name.
One simple question.
One simple question. Feeling altogether. I think what we need is that there are great warriors, great leaders of this country which has produced, whether it is Maharana Pratap, Maharana Ranjit Singh, and or Marthanda Varma, or for that matter to Shivaji Maharaj or Rani Lakshmi Bai. Some of these people do not even exist in our history, or they have been given such a small space, whereas there is a kind of a culture the Congress has created that India was discovered by more of like a Babur or all those Mughal emperors who demolished thousands of our history in terms of temples, our culture, and ruled over the Hindus while punishing them day in, day out, converting them, and they have been glorified. And if Congress did this in the last 70 years, the time has come for us to undo those historical blunders what Congress did, irrespective of the government. I think we should always have a history which will be giving us, motivating us, some kind of a heroism. And I don't understand any heroism of an Aurangzeb which needs to be celebrated. But of course, I am proud of Shivaji Maharaj, who have...
Mr. Nambiar, 1 second. Mr. Nambiar, 1 second. Can you hear me? Can you hear my question? 1 second, Mr. Nambiar. Which wars had been bloodless?
They were of us. Ashoka united the whole...
Sir, have you studied history, right? You know what happened in the Kalinga War, right? You know what happened in the Kalinga War, right?
A history of wars wherein thousands may have killed, because we were like, even today when you say a federal structure, in the same way, even in the older times, we were divided. If a ruler was trying to bring all of us together, even in that time, if you really read through the Ashoka's history, that is basically what happened. I am not going to say that Ashoka did kill the people, so that I'm going to say that they were all great sacrifices. I am not going to say that. But why a Maharana Pratap is not celebrated as much as a Babur? Why can you tell me 100 good things or 10 good things what Babur has did to this country? Tell me how many good things Aurangzeb has done to this country. Why do you need to give him a road in his name? Whom do you give a name in a road?
So firstly, one second, Mr. Nambiar, I think your facts are a bit, again, Mr. Nambiar, your facts are a bit all over the place. Aurangzeb Road, if I'm not mistaken, was already renamed to Abdul Kalam Road. You talk about Maharana Pratap, I come from Udaipur, there everywhere he has been given his due. I don't understand this concept.
He should be.
My point is, why does the BJP, again, this concept of Congress having ruled for 70 years, the BJP has been in power for 7 years. Suddenly, before the MCD elections, one day the BJP suddenly decides, Adish Gupta decides to write a letter asking for the roads to be renamed. The BJP has been running MCD for years. The BJP has been part of the center for 7 years. Is this not skepticism? Do you feel that the people of the country are fools, that they don't realize that just before an MCD election, suddenly this demand comes every time of renaming roads into different Hindu icons?
Where is this MCD election now coming in? It may take a little time, or maybe...
So you're saying this has nothing to do with MCD election? Thank you.
And in India, every 3 months there is a new election is going to happen. Now you will say there is an election in Himachal, then followed by Gujarat, and then the other place, Telangana. So the elections are a part of our daily affair in a country like such a large democracy. I think do you find any merit in the topic? That's what matters. And it's not something like this call has been for the first time. Maybe a BJP leader must have done it today, but this has been there from the last 50 years. If you really look at from the Jan Sangh time, They were asking, even RSS officially has said that these names should not be there many years back. So the idea is that Congress always believe that giving a name to a Babar to a road, or on having an office on an Akbar road, or giving a name to a Humayun or a Aurangzeb will fetch them vote of Muslims. And I think even Muslims in this country do understand our great heritage today. It's an educated society. We are in the 21st century wherein everyone is having a mobile phone in their hand. They all understand it. Whatever wrong, if any time has been done, whether it is, I mean, Bombay has become Mumbai. Yeah, is that the identity of Mumbai has changed? No.